You the fucking best, you the best I ever had.
I never wanted to be the poet who always had a message. You know, the poems that never rhymed and always had some impact, a story to tell, a truth to be told. I never thought that my voice could be an object of power. Well, here goes. I am a Midwest soul, immune to the cold. With the attitude to match. Mama wasn't a crack addict, so I knew love. Yet I still resided in the hood. Short for neighborhood. Where I live, neighbors didn't leave cookies and greetings. I was so accustomed to the way that I lived that I was blind to the world I lived in. One bus, maybe two, in the red line showed me that I wasn't as smart as I thought. Suddenly, my black skin was outnumbered by pale faces, clenched purses, and stares that screamed, "If you so ever think about it, I'll call the police." I was only 14 years old, and I only knew what I had been taught. What I had been taught was Columbus founded America and that I should praise Lincoln because without him I wouldn't be free. I knew that in order for me to be successful that I would have to coexist with pale faces, clenched purses, and looks that screamed, "If you so ever think, I'll call the police." So walks down Michigan Avenue. I didn't wave. I didn't smile. I always held my head down because I didn't want to give them the impression that I was proud of what I was. The red line, one bus, maybe two, returned me to my place of comfort. A place where I could hold my head up, wave. A place where I can smile. A place where our ambitions had been ripped from our beings because we were accustomed to being a part of the cycle of coexisting. As harsh as this may sound, I found comfort there. I found peace in knowing that my neighbors were just as scared of the police as I were. I found comfort when I walked past the corner to see the boy standing there who never made it to school because he had to take care of his unborn child. Knowing that his waist bared steel, I still felt comfort there. 4 years has passed. One bus, maybe two, in the red line has become my norm. As I grow older, seek a life that's not my own. I no longer want to call the hood my home. You see, walks down Michigan Avenue hadn't changed much. I just knew what it took to be successful. Saying yes, ma'am, and yes, sir, unapologetically. Advocating that what I've been taught is true. Lincoln was a damn good president. Also realizing that my comfort in the hood would soon turn to hatred. So that boy that used to stand on the corner, now in cars that I can barely afford, with another unborn child on the way, never finishing school, when I walk past him, I clench my purse. Discomfort in my legs when I walk across the street in my own hood to avoid. Giving him the stare that screams, if you so even think about, I'm gonna call the police. Many may call me a sellout, a jigaboo, but those terms mean nothing to people who have nothing to show for. I am destined to coexist in this pale-faced, clenched purse. Looks that scream, if you so ever, I'll call the police world. So much that I began to hate myself, hiding under bone straight sew-ins because my hair refused to coexist. Wires through and through my teeth because a space in my mouth was equivalent to a space in my brain, disconnecting me from success. I was 18 years old, and I believe that Columbus founded America and that a black man was good for the creation of peanut butter. But my path of success was clear. So, on this day, I held my head high walking down Michigan Avenue. I smiled, I waved, just to be greeted with pale faces, clenched purses, and stares that screamed, if you so ever. Stares that made it loud and clear. Your confidence doesn't belong here. At that moment, I realized that I am nothing but a tool. A tool to keep my black skin where it is. A tool to keep my black skin oppressed. A tool to keep racism living. All of us have been used as tools, placed in this toolbox that we can't even touch. Tools to make sure that this world is fixed in a way where my black skin won't prosper unless I am willing to coexist with pale faces and clenched purses and looks that scream, if you so ever, I will call the police. 14 hours away, 24 years later, I am a Midwest soul, accustomed to the cold, with an attitude to match.